Houston Texans. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go. At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Middle. Check 3.
They will run for the first time here with White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Check 55. 80. Check 31.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 44. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, check mark. Watching your 5. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Recon, 152 fighter. 55, Mike, 50, alert. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 1st down, here's White. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll run for it with Fournette. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Hey, Steve 6.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
61, match box, white.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
55. Right there, hey, exit.
Check me out. 555.
Play action here with Rosen. The open man is Westbrook. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Put the boy down, he's coming. Let him go.
Now it's Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Check.
Out of the gun, Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
He's set. 19. Alert. I think 4.
Tight go. No. Off. Check 26.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
SOS.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Ready.
Heavy on the edges. Runs in.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll have another first down and more. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the intercept.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there, though. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Going the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
2 times. 3 down. Back.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Check right. Shoot. 80.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. They find some open field here. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Check 43. He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Now Fournette, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Under 10.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. This is Fournette. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lambo is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check. Crunch time, defense. Deuce. Shift.
Here's Watson. And this is caught off a deflection. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch QB drop. Check 99. Switch. Begin.
Back to throw, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Watch the slant. Alert. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shoot.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson, flushed out right. He gets it to Thomas. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
as a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A first down carry now for Miller. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Switch.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, Rosen. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
33, three bud.
Hey, check Mike 33, check Mike 33. Hey!
Mike, check 33. Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Rosen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Let's go, D.
A shotgun give to Fournette. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Let's go, D. Jim. Check. Post him up.
Again, it's Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Watch the motion.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down, and this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone had...
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Where's the set? 2-4! 219! Get that quarterback, D-line! D-line, get that quarterback! Chance! Watch the ship!
Watson on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. First, got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, switch gear. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Monday.
Here's Rosen. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Rosen off the play action. Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play action. It's Rosen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 3rd down, a run from White. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
It's a loss of 4 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. Rosen into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Check 4, check 4. Check 25, check 25. Kill.
Check. Crunch.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's bring it. 44 is the mic. Check.
On first down, Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Williams in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Kill. Check 3. Hey, watch it. Hey, 24. Watch the whip.
Here's Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And this is intercepted. And McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To throw again on second down. Watson. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Go.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Play action here with Rosen. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. On play action, Rosen. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Rosen now 11 of 16 through the air. It's first and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Texans 23, Jaguars 17.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Brandon Williams. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But for